So I had some requests in regards to this reading that I tried to record and it didn't record the sound because someone forgot to press play on the microphone or turn the microphone itself on. So I am double checking that's on. So you will see that I am using a sound bowl. So unfortunately you can't hear that song bowl happening, and I am having to look at this on my iPad while trying to do the reading for you or the voiceover for you. So there is going to be some slight delays because I didn't start them exactly at the same time. I'm probably a couple of seconds behind, but that's okay. Hopefully I will be able to do this for you. So those that feel that this reading is for them, please take it as you will. I do feel like it is also for a friend of mine who had been going through some stuff. So take it as it resonates. The one that I did for the general collective that I posted, the second one, it's been posted. So I am now shuffling the romance thing, and the oracle card says make the effort, and create love is worth taking the steps. So I'm sorry if I'm reading it out of time, but I am trying to do this in a way so I can read the things as well as record my voiceover on the iMessage. So now I'm shuffling the Lover's Oracle. These are double-sided, and I put them with the image up rather than the wording up. So just bear with me as I read them to you. Again, as I said, like there's a couple of seconds delay between looking at my iPad and looking at what's on the screen. So my apologies. I'm doing the best I can. This is very new to me. I have done a couple of readings online before, but I am trying to build this channel. So if this resonates with you, please like, comment, subscribe. Even if it doesn't resonate with you, if you could just hit me with a like and just go, sorry, it didn't resonate this time. I do want to grow my channel, so it is important to hear those things from you. So the first card, I've held them off screen, which is really silly of me. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love for you. And I missed the last part of that. I am so sorry. Too quick. And the next one is soulmate. So you could have a soulmate coming in. I have taken it off camera to read, which was very silly of me. And you've got your soulmates there. So this could be a soul connection. This could be someone coming in. It could be someone already in your life. It's really hard to know. So again, take it as it resonates for you. And then the last card I have completely taken off the camera, so I don't know what that is either, so my apologies. But if you would like to know what they are, I will look them up and post the comments, or maybe in the description put what those heart-shaped cards are for you. So my apologies. So I am going to try and read the energy of the cards, even though they're not in my hand. This is not something that I would regularly do. It's not something that I like to do, because when I'm doing a reading, I read the energy of the cards rather than just the general meaning of the cards. So it's whatever element is standing out for me on the cards as I hold them. So this is all totally experimental, doing a narration for my reading. Now, these cards that I am reading for you are already in the upright. So you'll see that I'm actually turning them into the upright for you. That is the wishes of the actual author of these cards. Both decks that I'll be reading from are already in the upright, and I'll explain to you the second deck when we're in that, why it is that way. So we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and I was shuffling for one more card. Two came out. So we had the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords, and there was a lot of stuff that stood out to me when we get to that point. So the Page of Swords I feel like because we've got 2 pages, we're starting off with 2 pages, I feel like there's 2 people with a message for you. However, I do feel that the Page of Wands, they desire you, but they're not actually speaking up. I feel like they're just watching. So if you look at her, I kind of feel like she's a bit reserved. She's not actually coming forward with what she really wants to say, or he or she. I'm saying she because it's a female in the image. Please take this as it resonates. It might be a male in your life. It might be a female in your life. These are general readings, so they can be both males and females. So I feel like the Page of Wands is sort of stepping back and observing, and they're not actually speaking their truth, or they may have mentioned things to you, whereas the Page of Pentacles actually is presenting a gift to you, and they feel, they're being very open. So you can see the page is actually holding that in a hand or in their hand. They've got that gift for you. So I do feel that there may be 2 people slipping into your DMs at the moment. Maybe you're in a relationship with one. Maybe someone's watching you. Take it as it resonates. This is a general reading. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, when we look at this Page of Pentacles, not Page of Pentacles. What am I talking about? The Two of Pentacles. These particular cards, what I love about them, they do tie into different stories and things. So you'll actually, if you have a closer look at this, and I hope I have actually brought this card closer to the camera so you can see it, but the Two of Pentacles is actually Cinderella. So you can see that pumpkin in the background, the little pumpkin carriage, and she's under the full moon. So we have just come out of a really horrible retrograde, and I feel like there's a lot of change happening. The Two of Pentacles in general is about balance, so I think it's about finding our rebalance after that awful retrograde. But she's also racing the clock. She's trying to get home before midnight, before her carriage turns into a pumpkin. But remember that Prince Charming found her. Her Prince Charming found her. He, she was the stepdaughter. She was the one that was forced to clean and carry on, and she was basically a slave, but she managed to get to the ball. She managed to find her Prince Charming, and even though he she had to leave before midnight, he still managed to track her down. So I do believe that if you are not in a relationship right now, your Prince Charming is on his way. He will find you. You can't force things. You can't force energies. The universe will give you what you need when the time is right. So you might have a crush on someone, you might have feelings for someone, and we all do, but they're not right for you, and the universe will step in and stop that from happening. But your Prince Charming will happen. Then we've got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about hard work and, getting past those battles and things like that. So this is our present energy. I feel like it's getting past those battles that we might have been feeling during that horrible retrograde. And, personally, it did do a number on me. And so this is about coming out of that war and standing in your power. I feel like, she's looking at you, she's fiery. The Wands is all about that fire. It could represent a fire sign. It could also just represent you being powerful within yourself. Then, we're coming into the last 2 cards, and I noticed both of these are swords, but both of them have a clock. So the Eight of Swords is about taking some time, resting after some anxiety, stopping that overthinking. I'm pointing to the wand still, but I can't remember what I was saying there. But it's about that rest, that's the rest after the retrograde, taking that time out. You know, there's still that overthinking happening. You can see, you know, she's got these horns. I am taking that as her overthinking and, you know, trying to control her mind. There's also a little letter next to her on that clock, you know, so maybe you feel like, you know, you're running out of time to meet your person, or, you know, things are taking too long, you're feeling impatient. But, you know, she does have that little beautiful rose that I'm pointing to there. Love is coming, but it's about finding that love within yourself as well, and taking that self-care, you know. And then again, the four of swords is about that rest. It is about that self-care, and not running at the clock. You know, you can see she's exhausted. She's got the clock behind her, she's got a clock in front of her. She really feels like she's running out of time, but you can't force the universe. The universe will give you what you need when the time is right. So it's about that patience. It's about taking that rest for now. It's about, you know, that self-care. So you can see that she's actually hugging herself. She's holding on to her own self, and you know, just taking that time out. She's taking that time for that self-care. Okay, so what else am I about to do? So I'm shuffling the Chris Ann Muse. So these are also by the lady who makes the Light Seers, and I personally love the Light Seers tarot, and I do notice that a lot of readers on YouTube use them, and I rarely see these ones being used, and I just find them so beautiful. Now, the reason that these ones are all read in the upright is because when we have our Muse card, which I hope came out in this read, or it might have come out in the last love reading, those muses are actually the kings, and the kings are read sideways. So they're beautifully illustrated, and you know, so on this one it looks like we've got the three materials. Materials represents the pentacles, and it is. So we've got the Muse of Voices. So the Muse of Voices is the King of Swords in this deck. So the voices are the swords, and so here's a slow moving energy. He takes his time because he takes a lot of care. So I do believe that love is coming for you. It's just taking longer than what you want it to, and the more you try to force it, the harder it's going to be on you. Then we've got the Nine of Materials, so it's about that abundance, the abundance in love, being a love reading. So it's that hard work taking off. It's about stepping into that light. So the Three of Materials I'm seeing as a sisterhood. So leaning on your sisters, taking that self-care, taking that time out, maybe a wingman or a wing woman, but they've created that beautiful braid together, and you know, so there is abundance coming in, but it's about that hard work and things like that. So it might be, you know, going to some dating things together, maybe doing some I don't know, speed dating, or, you know, singles nights if you're single. Or it might be just, you know, talking to your friends about what their thoughts and feelings are in regards to your current relationship. Then we've got the Death card, which is also rebirth. So it's about letting go. These cards that have come out, I do feel that are for you to cut ties, you know. So maybe the person A in there, so that Page of Wands, maybe it's time to cut ties for them so the new person can come in. Or if you are in a relationship and you do have someone sliding into your DMs and things, or that third party, it's about making that decision to cut ties with them. So we've got the Five of Materials, which is feeling left out and feeling alone, feeling shut out. You know, so the materials are there, but you're feeling lonely. So I feel like this is the end of your loneliness, but it's about cutting those ties and making that final ending with whoever it is that's not serving you. So, you know, that might also tie into having those friendly conversations, and, you know, taking some advice from those loved ones that care for you and, you know, lift you up when you're feeling down. We did have the Queen of Cups come out. I do remember that. So the Queen of Emotions are your cups. We've also got Justice. So your cup of love will fill, and it's going to be a karmic relationship. The Justice is all about good karma. And again, because these are all red in the upright, it's all positive for that major arcana of Justice. So Justice is about that good karma coming in for you, and it's all happening. So, you know, it's going to take time. It will take time. So going back to that restless and taking that time out for yourself, that Four of Wands, it's about that, you know, taking time out. Now, I am pulling those Chris and Muse cards back because I will do an outcome with them. So that's why I've taken them off the table, because I do like to use a full deck when I'm clarifying and doing things. So I think now I'm about to do the True Love Oracle. And I think from memory, it was the maturity card. So it's about stepping into your own maturity into that relationship. And let's see what comes out, because I could be wrong. I could have had it mixed up with another reading I've done recently. So maybe I shouldn't jump ahead. I should wait and see what cards come out. So my apologies. I'm trying to recall what I said in the last reading. Oh dear. So I had to cut the cards because they weren't behaving. Some tarot readers like to knock on their cards. Some people like to break the deck. Everyone's got their own way of doing things. There's no right or wrong to that. So, you know, please take it as you will, you know, like, that's it. So yeah, maturity. So it's about you're coming into a mature relationship. So this is going to be like something that you haven't experienced before. For me, I'm quite a novice, and I'm pretty sure we all are in life in general, but it's about finding that maturity and stepping into that. So that's what that True Love Oracle is. So this is going to be a mature relationship coming in. Maybe there was a young person and an older person. Maybe it's about finding whatever resonates for you. So that maturity will definitely come in. So now I am shuffling the Hidden Truth. The Hidden Truth are messages of something that this person in your energy wants to say to you. So let's see what I had to say. I did shuffle them, and they were all, a whole bunch came out, and then I was like, I shuffled them to see what was coming from that. And then I realized that all of these messages need to come in. So I replay our conversations over and over. I want to feel that way again. I wish I had treated you better. I'm becoming a better person. I know that I crossed the line with you. I love you. So many things remind me of you. I hope that you can forgive me. I hide behind material things. I want to tell you how I feel. I'm not available. So I feel like this person is really confused, and I do feel like it is that Page of Wands that's watching. So great big hug if you are holding hopes for that one. But I do feel that someone's coming in with a message of love for you, someone that actually belongs for you. They're going to give you that gift, and it's going to feel so much easier. And it's not going to be where you're questioning what they have to say. So these cards I'm going to say are for the other person. So you deserve better. I'm scared of rejection. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the original person. I need to figure myself out. So I'm really sorry. I hate that anyone feels that it's okay to treat you this way while they're trying to figure themselves out. That is not okay. It's definitely not okay. So, great big hug for you. I think it's time to cut ties for this person that's not available to you, and make room for someone better to come in. So there is a gift of love coming for you. Now I'm shuffling those Chrysan deck again to give you an outcome. This is just a suggestion. Take it as it resonates for you. Please do not think that this reading or any tarot reading that's a general reading is meant for anything more than just some advice. So we've got the Five of Voices, so the Five of Swords, and it's that olive branch. So there is a reconciliation happening, but you may choose to walk away from it. So we've got the reconciliation, but then you see the Eight of Emotions where she's literally walking away, or the person is walking away from that situation, that scenario. We've got the Two of Voices, so it's that crossroads of not knowing which road to take or what direction to go in. But do know that whatever direction you go in, you will get to where you're meant to be. I'm a firm believer in that. We've got the Page of Materials. So the Page of Materials is your Page of Pentacles. So I feel like your answer is that you need to maybe walk towards that person that is offering you the gift rather than the person that's stalking you. And once you do that, you're going to set off the domino effect, the chain reaction. You're going to have the Three of Inspiration, which is the Three of Wands. And that's all about... just pause that. Damn. It's about that, getting what you want and really having where you should be and what you deserve in life. And no more of this tomfoolery, mucking about nonsense. You are going to get the love you desire. So I'm just checking my cards to make sure none of those flipped, because I thought maybe one had. But that was the reading. And I think the final thing that I do for you is flipping a card. So again, if this resonated for you, please just take it as it resonates. Please like, comment, subscribe. Even if it doesn't resonate, I do appreciate your feedback. And I will flip a coin for you of a yes or no. So this coin came all the way from Texas, a place called Liberty Hill. Actually, no, it was Austin, a shop that I really, really loved called City Alchemy. So I'm talking a little bit because I want you to have time to think about your yes or no question, and while I flip that coin for you. So if you haven't thought of it, pause the video, and once I flip it, I will tell you what the answer is. And I'm sorry, the answer is no, or maybe the answer is what you want it to be. So maybe I'm not sorry. So the answer for that question is a no. And, from that, I will sign off and let the video play out. Cheers.